Hi everyone, just going to show you a tiny mini that I made. Mary and I were in yet another swap and we were to make each other a one-page mini, and as this is going to Canada, I've made a little box for it so it travels quite well, and I've also made a matching tag with a ribbon which I'll tie around the box. You might think to yourself, oh, that looks a little bit Christmassy. Well, yeah, you'd be right, because Mary absolutely loves Christmas. So I have made this one-page mini in a Christmas with Christmas papers and images. So I'll just open up the little box. And I'll show you. Right, that's the mini, and I made this out of one sheet of A4 holographic cardstock. Now that's the front of it, and I've made this belly band which comes off. I'll just go through this. That's the belly band which I've put a nice glittery Christmas tree with some gems on the front, and the reverse of the belly band has got a vintage image of a Father Christmas carrying a Christmas tree and a sack of goodies. So that's the enclosure. Right, the front cover has another vintage image on the front, and I've put two chipboard snowflakes, sorry, I couldn't think what they were called. I'll just measure this as well. It measures 4 by 3. 4 by 3. There's the front cover. Right, the first page in. As I say, I've made it with blue holographic card, and I've put a vintage image. Start with this page. I put a vintage image of a Father Christmas, and I've made the pocket, and inside the pocket is this tag, and it's just big enough for me to write, well, not for me, for Mary, if she sticks a photo. The idea is to stick a photo on the blue, so they'll only be tiny photos, and these are tiny journal tags to just write where the photo is taken and who is in it, and that sticks inside there so you still get to see the image. If Mary wants to put bigger photographs, she can put them inside the pocket. It's up to her. Moving on to this page, sorry for the glare, let me see if it's any better with the light off. Not really. I'll put it back on and try and avoid the glares. There's the second page with another vintage image of a Father Christmas, and inside I've made this little tag. All the tags are going to be tiny, but just big enough to write the details of the photographs, and that says Voice of an Angel, and I cut these out of a book. I'm trying to think of the name of the book. If I remember, I'll put it in the description box. I've cut the images out and I've backed them onto card to give them some sturdiness, and they just pop in there. Moving on to the next page. So here we've got, she can put a much bigger photograph here, and there's just a circle image of a Christmas tree there. Onto this page, another one with a pocket. And there we have an image of one of the three kings riding a camel, and the little tag I've made looks like a vintage St. Nicholas, and again I've backed it onto card. This page here has got a bigger tag in, and it's similar to the previous picture of one of the three kings riding on a camel, and on the back I've written Christmas recipe, so Mary can write a tiny little recipe there, Christmas cookies or something. And that looks like a pear tree with a partridge sitting on the top there, and that tag goes in there, and there's room here for photos. Also on this, the opposite page, there's here what we call a Christmas bauble, and the Americans call it a Christmas ornament, and it's got all Christmas sentiments on it: joy and peace, love and gifts, and etc. So Mary can put a bigger photo here as well as here. There's a nice image of a Christmas tree with a lovely heart around it, and the tag set here is, it's a vintage Father Christmas, and it just says Happy Christmas. And that goes in there. Second to last page, we have the third of the three kings, and the little tag I've done here says Music of an Angel, and there's a little angel there playing, I don't know, a trumpet or something, and that goes in there. And then the back cover is just a piece of Christmas flowery paper with leaves on, and then I just put a piece of white card to bind it, and that's the front. And I'll just pop the belly band on. And pop it in the box. And Mary, that's on its way to you. Thanks for watching. Bye.